Let's be real, if you're still cutting videos the snail-paced, old-school way, you are absolutely playing catch-up in this creator economy. The content world moves incredibly fast, and every single hour you waste dragging clips around like it is 2012 is time someone else used to drop another viral hit. Right now, practically everyone serious about growing their channel is leveraging artificial intelligence to drastically speed up their entire production process. If you're stubbornly sticking to manual methods, that gap between you and the top creators is only going to get wider, which is a scary thought. So I want to walk you through the exact setup I use to transform a folder of chaotic footage into a steady stream of perfectly shareable short clips. And I'll show you why Vizard acts as the essential glue that makes that entire content assembly line run seamlessly. The very first step in this streamlined process involves getting those messy rough cuts done quickly. There are quite a few tools out there that promise instant trimming and transcription, and honestly, some of them execute that promise very well. You have probably heard names like Gling, which is super fast at surgically trimming out all those filler words like ums, pauses, and repeated lines. Tools like that are genuine lifesavers when you are dealing with hours of raw, long-form talking head video footage. They managed to turn 3 full hours of tedious trimming down into something you can actually review while enjoying your morning coffee. And that instant, searchable transcript feature is absolutely clutch for those moments when you need to jump to the exact second you stumbled over someone's name. But here is the crucial catch that most people miss. Those specialized tools are incredible at just this one initial stage, the rough cut. After that, you still have to export your file, re-import it somewhere else, polish it up, add required captions, and then figure out final distribution. That exact point where other tools stop providing value is precisely where the Vizard platform truly begins to shine. Vizard doesn't just auto-trim the boring dead air sections. It takes that already trimmed footage and actively hunts for the most viral moments. It then packages those snippets into perfectly ready-to-post short clips formatted for Reels, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. You absolutely maintain your role as the creative director, but the AI efficiently handles the first 80% of the manual production grind. Instead of constantly asking yourself, "What should I even post today?" you are choosing between 5 different clips that are already optimized for engagement. That sheer increase in speed alone is something that fundamentally changes a serious creator's entire life and output. Now let's pivot and talk about that next crucial stage, visual polish. There are definitely editors out there that can apply cinematic LUTs and slick visual transitions with just a single click, which is awesome. But these high-end effects are usually locked away in standalone apps or demand expensive monthly subscriptions, making pipeline gluing a genuine chore. Vizard keeps everything wonderfully tidy because you can apply quick stylistic looks or export clean clips to finish elsewhere. But the main goal is avoiding app hopping. Reserve that heavy, detailed color grading for your flagship tentpole videos, because for daily bite-sized content, Vizard's presets get you 80 to 90% of the way there instantly. Next up is audio, which is another hidden bottleneck that silently eats up hours of your valuable production time. You could spend forever in spectral editors or shelling out cash for premium services that guarantee studio-clean sounding audio. Adobe's Podcast Enhanced Speech feature is genuinely great and can absolutely improve a track that is already decent but slightly noisy. However, let's be honest, if your initial recording is an absolute disaster, no software tool on earth can completely resurrect that audio track. The truly practical approach is to capture the best audio you possibly can in the moment, and then use AI cleanup only where it's actually needed. Vizard's specific pipeline integrates simple, effective noise removal and has a straightforward export/import flow with external audio tools. This means you get crisp, perfectly listenable clips without having to wrestle with exporting WAV files and fighting with complex settings all day long. Now, a critical non-negotiable. Do not ever sleep on the power of captions, because subtitles are pure retention rocket fuel for your videos. There are some powerhouse tools out there that automatically generate subtitles and can even translate into over 100 different languages. But some of those great tools lock you into rigid subscriptions or start charging you per minute, which gets incredibly annoying if you post daily content. Vizard's automated captioning feature is remarkably fast and surprisingly accurate for a native tool. It pairs those generated captions with extremely readable modern template styles, so you don't need to be a typography nerd to get a clean look. The single best practice for captions is to let the AI create the first draft, and then you just do a quick human pass to tighten up phrasing and timing. Remember, captions shouldn't mirror every single filler word. They must be snappy, incredibly clear, and designed for fast thumb scrolling viewers. Okay, so let's nail down the concrete workflow that I actually use and wholeheartedly recommend to everyone. First, you upload your complete long-form video directly into the Vizard platform to begin. Then, you allow the auto-editing suite to perform its magic, pulling out those guaranteed high engagement moments automatically. Next, you quickly preview all the suggested short clips, making tiny tweaks to the ones that really need that specific human taste. After that, you auto-generate the captions, select your preferred styling preset, and then initiate the final export. You can actually stop right there, and the clips are often good enough to post immediately to all your channels. Alternatively, if you crave even more detailed polish, you can drop the exported short into your favorite motion graphics or grading application. But honestly, for the vast majority of daily content needs, Vizard's initial outputs are already perfectly acceptable for going live right away. Now let's discuss the huge differentiator that makes Vizard feel like the true hands-free option: the auto schedule and integrated content calendar. Other tools might successfully automate the editing or give you the clips, but scheduling is almost always a separate administrative headache. That often involves managing yet another platform, logging into different accounts, and using a calendar tool that feels unnecessarily clunky. Vizard solves this by letting you set your desired posting frequency, and then it automatically queues and publishes the content for you. You can genuinely set it once and then forget about the daily posting chore, allowing you to focus on creation. If you decide you want exactly 3 shorts pushed out per week, the system will prepare, schedule, and push them to all the linked platforms. Pairing that auto-scheduling with the centralized content calendar means you have one single place to manage, tweak, and reschedule everything. For any creator who is aiming for serious scaling without adding extra administrative overhead, this functionality is genuinely game-changing. I absolutely do not want to pretend that every single tool available is completely interchangeable, because each one has its own distinct pros and cons. Runway's Gen 2, for example, is wild for generating brand new visuals purely from a text prompt or an existing image, which is great for synthetic shots. But that kind of tool functions more like a creative playground than a robust end-to-end distribution engine. Opus Clip, which you have likely encountered, does a decent job of automatically chopping up live streams into short highlight reels quickly. It is fast and usually accurate for extracting pure, high-energy moments, but that's often where its workflow ends. The core problem with relying only on those individual tools is you end up with a completely fragmented workflow in your life. You generate the visual somewhere, you chop the clip somewhere else entirely, and then schedule the publishing from a third location. Vizard's true sweet spot, conversely, is complete consolidation, covering smart clipping, captioning, and posting within one integrated loop. It is also worth pointing out that many boutique AI tools start out friendly with a free tier, but then hit you with steep paywalls once you actually start to scale up. That's fine for pure experimentation, but when your channel starts posting daily, those per minute or per clip fees accumulate unbelievably fast. Vizard is intentionally priced with the serious creator in mind, built to scale usage without that constant, painful nickel and diming. That kind of economic predictability is incredibly important when you are planning a content calendar around sponsorships or repurposing massive streams into 50 microclips a month. I definitely don't want to send you off without a couple of pro tips so you can maximize all of the AI gains you are making. First, remember that the quality of your original shot still matters significantly, because AI cannot invent crisp detail from nasty, underexposed footage. If you want sharp background replacements and clean subject edges, you must always shoot with decent light and stable framing. Second, using better prompts and relevant metadata actually helps the clip selection process become much smarter. If you tag a long video with timestamps or short topic labels, Vizard surfaces clips that truly match the tone you want to prioritize for shorts versus reels. Third, and this is key, always commit to doing a quick human pass after the AI handles the heavy lifting. That 60-second human refinement, maybe swapping one caption or nudging a single cut, is what makes the difference between meh and truly viral-ready content. Consider the livestreamer. Vizard can effortlessly turn that exhaustive 2-hour live session into a funnel of perfectly bite-sized highlights automatically. The auto-edit finds the energetic peaks. Your content calendar spaces them out responsibly, and the auto-schedule posts them at the mathematically optimal times. Instead of manually uploading every time, you are actively building a steady drip campaign that keeps your channel glowing in the algorithm's sweet spot. For educators, coaches, or anyone with great evergreen long-form lessons, this means pure content velocity, turning one video into multiple promos weekly. I need to be completely blunt with you. If you are serious about achieving growth, you must treat AI as your powerful assistant, not as a complete replacement for you. You need to let Vizard manage all the boring, repetitive mechanical parts so you can allocate your brainpower to story, ideas, and audience connection. Use those Runway or Kyber-style apps when you need that specific eye-popping, synthetic visual flair for a moment. Grab a top-tier audio enhancer for those flagship episodes when the stakes are incredibly high. But rely on Vizard for your daily essential assembly line. The daily output from that efficient pipeline is what truly keeps your entire channel alive in the eyes of the algorithm. The ultimate bottom line is this: stop letting outdated habits and manual processes slow your momentum to a crawl. You need to adopt a workflow where AI tackles all the repetitive heavy lifting, while you steadfastly retain all the creative control. Vizard is the single nervous system for that entire operational setup, finding the gold, scheduling the delivery, and managing the calendar so you aren't constantly firefighting. Try it out for just 1 week with a small batch of your existing uploads, and you will immediately see exactly what I mean about the gains. The result is less tedious grind, significantly more creative output, and substantially better overall content distribution across your platforms. You will still undeniably be the auteur of your content. You will just finally have an incredibly efficient, silent production crew working in software form. All right, that concludes the complete roadmap for transforming your content production pipeline starting today. If you want the next level, I can certainly walk you through a step-by-step example using one of your actual long videos right now. We can dive into the specific clip selection settings I personally use and help set up a posting cadence perfect for your unique niche. But for right now, just take one long piece of content. Let the AI work its magic to find the absolute gold hidden inside. Then, give it that quick, vital polish pass and let the content calendar system handle the rest of the distribution. Once you implement this, you will start posting with far greater consistency. And trust me, the algorithm is definitely going to notice that difference. I'll catch you all in the next video, where we explore more advanced topics. And until then, peace out.